Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I am Steven. I'm gonna do a practice dress rehearsal thing for my fan game marathon run. Right, see how it goes. Change my mind. I'm gonna try. I do like a practice run. I haven't been practicing. I've been practicing the songs, just not the comedy. So let's keep practicing comedy. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Stepmania Showcase. Stepmania is sort of the freeware fan game version of DDR. There's a lot of different names, forks, branches of it. In the Groove, Project Outfox. It's a 4-panel DDR clone dance game. I might use different names interchangeably. It's kind of just DDR to me. Yeah. Let's start off with a original DDR song. This game, you know, import the original songs onto it, and that's sort of where I started. Start the run with it. There's a speed changer. If you can make the notes scroll a bit faster, it's a bit easier to read for some people. Most people will go way faster than I do. Alright, so this song is Apernova from original.
Absolutely wonderful.
I don't know if it's the original, but I first played it in DDR Max 2 back in the early 2000s. Got lots of interesting jump arcs and fast streams. You might notice that I am on a pad and not using the bar.
You're doing pretty good.
Lots of people use the bar, it makes you way better.
You're not an ordinary fella.
But I never got into it. No disrespect to anyone who uses the bar, it's just not
Grab my heart.
something I ever did.
Sweating, huh? Breaking out the sweat.
Alright. This is a pretty basic chart.
Excellent.
You know, just notes, different speeds, goes along to the music, just what you'd expect. The game does get a bit crazier, and that's sort of like the arcade formula, right? You have this, simple concept, and you find ways to extend it, so it's easy to get into but hard to master. So, one of the big branches of Stepmania is In the Groove. So Stepmania came out sort of like a free version. Eventually, a bunch of people got together and made In the Groove, which is an arcade version of Stepmania. They used Stepmania and it became like an arcade version that they charged money for. And part of what makes In the Groove different is they introduce a lot of tech, they call it. This chart shows off a lot of that tech. So this isn't going to be on the test, but I'm just going to explain the tech here, so we're going to talk about it later. You're not like, what's he talking about? The first bit is brackets.
You're doing pretty good.
You might notice I have 2 feet, but it's asking me to have 3 feet held down at once or pressed down. So if you stretch your foot over this like
Perfect.
bracket of the pad, you can hit the notes. Jacks are just like the jackhammer motion you make
You're
with your
not an
foot.
ordinary fella.
Double step is when it kind of forces you to hit the same
Absolutely wonderful.
with the same foot. Sort of like to be economical. Kind of wants you to
Sweating, huh?
alternate
Breaking out the
your
sweat.
feet. So here are the streams. Just kind of a bunch of 8th notes in a row.
Grab my heart.
Now we have crossovers, which is where it's sometimes easier to cross over the middle of the pad to hit the notes.
Perfect.
Whams are just sort of like jumps but a little spread out. Foot switches.
Sweating, huh? You're breaking
Another
out the
instance
sweat.
where you just use a different foot than you're expecting to use. Same with side switches.
Perfect.
To keep going in that economical way.
Okay.
These switches are when you're doing a hold and it makes you want to
Good.
switch
Keep
which
on
foot you're
going.
using the hold with. And you can like let go of a hold and repress it really fast.
Fantastic.
Part of what that is. Or you can just like put both your feet down and move over. I tried to show off both of them. That's just sort of the basics of it. Like I say, it's not going to be on the test. I'm going to up the speed on my notes because I definitely just go faster. All right. All right, so I do have a couple breaks sort of scheduled in with my commentary. This is the type of thing where I'm going to be jumping around a lot, gonna have to catch my breath. So let's do the talking while I'm hydrating and catching my breath. A bit of my history, I was, like most of you probably, I was a very stay-at-home video game kid when I was younger, not really in shape, and DDR was like a game I found at my local game store playing cards. There's an arcade for DDR Max, and a friend got me into it, and I was hooked ever since. And I noticed I was getting way better at physical activity from just playing this game a lot. It's not like the be-all end-all of physical activity, but it's so much easier to play this than it is to, run around the track. So I do recommend it to anyone who just wants to, get that first step of off the couch. Just play video games and just play ones that tax you physically. So yeah, this game sort of changed my life in a good way. It just got me way more in shape than I ever thought I'd be. So yeah.
Select music.
So this upcoming song, you might know it from a lot of guy games. All the previous sections will have this song. You might notice that this chart is a 9. There's multiple different scales. This is from the original DDR had a scale that only went up to 10. So so 9 is like pretty high up. In the newer games, it's like a 13 because they go up to like 20 or something. It's like way different. That's good. But this is a pretty fun chart, and from an old game. We're gonna do a lot of games in VR, but try to mix it up. So you might notice that these notes are all different colors. So the notes are color coded based on which part of the beat they land on. Eighth notes, quarter notes, 16th, etc.
You're doing pretty good.
There's like a little bit of a swing rhythm. And the game like expresses that to you with all the different colors. There's just like a lot of information. Take in, and it does like a really good job showing that off with all these different colors.
Okay.
You can get different note skins, some that show it off in different ways or not at all. So for someone like me who just has like trouble memorizing everything, just being able to like look at the screen and see, oh, these aren't just eighth notes, really helps. All right. So we're going to go to another Stepmania original song. It's part of the VTuber Pad Pack number 2. VTuber Pad Pack was made by WRSW, who made the tech show-off chart. Though this song is made by a contributor named G-Pop. I have a bunch of G-Pop's other pad packs. Shoutouts to those two, who not the only people who make Stepmania charts, but a lot of the ones that I use are from them. This chart, besides being fun and a good song, there's one more thing that I want to show off. We'll get to it soon. The slap. And I chose this chart because it has exactly one of those. Not a big fan of them, but worth showing off. I could have also just hit that with the bracket, but there are certainly charts that sort of force you to do a slap. I'm just having a bunch of them.
You move smoothly.
Well, these things are called mines. If I just hold button down or hit it, it's a missed note. Sometimes they're there just to be annoying. Sometimes they're there to indicate the tech.
Excellent.
Which can be helpful, but at really fast speeds, it's very mind floody. So it's sometimes good, sometimes bad that it's there. Let's keep going. Sometimes the pad moves. Aware of that. This is an LTEC, expensive home pad, but it's like the gold standard for home pads. Anyway, this song is, I Want to Be the Guy. It's infamous in I Want to Be the Guy games. And you know me and how much I like Toho, so I gotta do a Toho song at least. This version is from DDR, one of the more recent arcade versions of DDR. I mostly chose it because it has the background video.
Great!
You might have noticed I put the speed up to 2 times the speed. This song is going to have a lot of tempo changes. And the way this game handles tempo changes is that if it goes much slower, the notes will just be grouped up. So I have to pick a speed at the beginning of the song that just kind of works for everything. So it's gonna get really slow in a bit, and the only way for me to like see the notes well is to just have it go really fast the whole time. Unfortunately, there's like no way to change the scroll speed mid-song. I believe Project Outbox has like a way to normalize it. So I want everything to look like it's going at 200 BPM.
You're doing pretty good.
But I want an older version, mostly because I just want it to look like DDR Max, the like original arcade version I had as a kid, or played as a kid. And it does make a lot of songs way easier. You just get rid of the visual challenge of tempo changes. So I'm not a big fan of that. I sometimes delete songs that are based off of tempo changes, trying to make you miss notes. I just don't find that fun. But to each their own. I'm not like the best in the world at this or anything, not close. I'm sure there's plenty of people watching this who are better than me.
You're doing pretty good.
Maybe I'd be better if I used the bar. Not gonna use that as an excuse, I just know I'm not top tier. But I have fun. Way to get some exercise in. I try to play every day. Going on over 600 days. So it's been very easy to keep up with. I shouldn't say very easy. It's drive.
Fantastic.
So I'm doing a practice run, but I can. It's not like super important. I can respond to chat. I just might miss it a bit because I'm like looking at notes. But yeah, I can't stand tempo changes. I'm the guy who's like gonna just keep going and the song's gonna stop and I'm gonna just keep going like, oh, and then I'm gonna get really mad that I missed a note because it just didn't want to be honest to me with how the song's going. And especially like for me, I have, thousands of songs and I can't memorize them all and I don't play the same ones over and over, so I'm gonna get got by the same tempo change every time I play the song because I just haven't played it in a month. And that's it's not fun for me. Alright, so this next song, this is, I guess we'll do a little hydration break. This is part of my commentary for Fan Game Marathons. I'm gonna have hydration breaks, rest breaks, and go over my backstory. Both my props. Anyway, I started playing a little bit on the arcade. Then I got the PS2 version. And Max 2. In the real thing, I'll have both props handy. And there for this one. That's how I got started with DDR. Then I went off to college, and a couple people on my dorm room floor were playing Stepmania. I was like, oh, how are you playing DDR on your computer? And they're like, oh, it's called Stepmania. It's free. And it's like, oh, that's really cool. So I didn't really get into Stepmania from that, but it's when I first heard about it. I was at college, so I didn't have my pad with me. I used theirs a little bit, but it wasn't the same as always having access to it. Then, you get done with college, like your video game setup at your parents' house isn't there anymore, and peak gamer hours are in the night, 2 in the morning, and it becomes less and less ideal to do that, jumping around DDR stuff when you get older. So I kind of had to put DDR on the back burner for a while. Eventually, and if you have like an apartment or roommates, like kind of can't DDR with them around. Plus they're into it too, but most aren't. So eventually, I was able to get a house, no roommates, no one below me or above me to yell at me. And that's when I got back into Stepmania. Like I said, 600 something days ago. And I've been going at it ever since. And really recommend Stepmania to anyone. And you can play on the keyboard. It's not the same. I have this expensive pad. But you can get a foam pad or a plastic pad from a local consignment shop, or just order it on eBay. It won't last as long, but you don't want to spend, this cost me $400, shipping included. Most people don't want to play a free game if they have to put $400 into it. So just get a cheap pad, see if you like it. If you do, recommend moving up to this, or like refurbishing an arcade pad. It might be tough. Alright, that's enough rest. Let's keep going. This song is another, from DDR Max 2, not the one that you get it. Interesting thing about this song is you'll have a lot of crossovers, and I will get to why that's interesting.
Are you ready? Let's step.
this is basically a crossover chart. But this game predates In the Groove and the conception of crossovers as tech.
100 combo.
So they didn't expect you to do crossovers when they made this. There's actually a tutorial where they show you how to double step it.
Absolutely wonderful.
Which is what they wanted you to do.
Grab my heart.
So that's sort of just how a lot of this tech got started was, this is how Dodo said it, by the way.
You're not an ordinary fella.
Yeah, a lot of the tech got started as
Good
other,
job.
existing charts, and people are like, this is kind of awkward. Keep double stepping when you could just find a way to alternate your feet. Because if it was up down, you would just alternate your feet naturally. But when it's the same pattern on left right, it's like I have to take my eyes off the screen. But it turns out if you know the pattern, you can just take your eyes off the screen. So a lot of the, tech was just interesting ways to solve existing problems. And then people sort of took it and made their own things with it. One of the better uses of crossovers and other tech like that is when they give you a chance to uncrossover. And it just flows naturally. So, yeah.
Select music.
What's next?
Select
Alright, so this is the disappearance of Hatsune Miku. I've got to have some Vocaloid songs in my fan game marathon playlist. And this is another, iconic. I'll start with this in Love Trap, and then a bunch of games also copy it.
You move smoothly.
Not too much interesting about this chart. It's
You
just
move smoothly.
I like the song kind of fits with the
100 combo.
theme I'm going for. You see that crossover on the back there? There's a couple little foot switches built into the chart. This song you can sort of see them coming, but if you alternate your feet it's natural to do, you will get caught in them. But if you do a double step at some point, you can fix it before it ever happens. So there's just a lot of solutions to
Keep on going.
problems, especially at this speed. As the charts get faster, you might have to do a crossover to realistically be able to hit the notes.
Okay. Yes.
these are called drills. It's just jacks put on 2 notes. So you alternate.
You're breaking out in a sweat.
Yeah, the second song I did was
job.
showed off all the in the groove tech. That song was sort of so slow that it wouldn't really make sense to do much of the tech on that song except as a beginner, like introductory to it or to show it off. Like you can do all those without doing the tech. And that's sort of the thing about tech is if you go slow enough, it just kind of becomes notes. Like you only do the tech when you need to. But I'm just trying to show it off.
Select music.
Alright. So Vocaloid song 2. This is from K-pop's Vocaloid packs. I forget which one, but he's got at least 5. So one of those. Get them all, they're good.
Select option.
I don't have the speed, so it must be good. Whew. But yeah, this is
Are you ready?
a sort of a meme song in fan games. Kind of fun enough chart. So it's
You're not an ordinary
give it a go. Once again, a shout out to K-pop
You move smoothly.
for all their packs. There isn't like a good
You're doing pretty good.
site for getting Stepmania originals, really. They're sort of just like scattered around the world. Like when I do Clone Hero, they have a site called Chorus that just like has every song you could ever want. All in one easy to find place that's searchable.
Okay.
There is a site for official like arcade DDR songs.
Good. Keep on going.
Well, finding like Stepmania originals is a bit harder. At least in my experience. There's probably some Discord somewhere, but
Excellent.
I was actually like, don't know how I found the first one, but I was just like playing one of G-Pop's songs on my stream, and he popped into chat and was like, showed me where I could get the rest of them. That was really cool and saved me a lot of trouble. So, shout outs. All right. A couple more songs. Alright, so if you pay attention in this song, there's a couple parts where you can see dancers doing, like playing DDR in the music video. So I thought that was cool. This track has a couple other things going for it. I'll point them
You
out when
move
we get
smoothly.
there. It's like little syncopated bits that match the music. switches. There's these indicators. These double taps can be done as foot switches. I tend to prefer to just double tap them. Here's a visual gimmick. This color change makes it a bit harder to tell what the offbeats are, but it looks cool, and it's the same like pattern as before, so like it's not a surprise when you get to see it. And at the end, these some of these foot switches that are marked are just easier to not do as foot switches. Not sure why they're there, but it adds character. I don't know.
Good job.
So yeah, that's. There are a couple things to note. Arcade DDR won't have things like brackets or. They will have some foot switches, but it's not like. It shouldn't be like the main focus. They will have the like tempo changes, starts and stops. The original Max songs were sort of notorious for that. They just like have a 300 BPM song, and it would slow down and stop, and then it would just start at 300 BPM. You just have to like count in your head when it's gonna start going. Those will be the kind of visual gimmicks in original DDR, but like we're here and this one where like there were no notes, then they all just appeared, and then they started changing color. Those are Stepmania things. Lots of cool stuff you can do with them. I'm sort of showing off like a bare minimum because it's not my favorite to have the visual gimmicks, but
Select music. Select option.
just wanted to show it off a bit. Alright. So you might be able to guess what this song is. It was a game called I Want to Be the Farewell Medley. It had a DDR mini game in it. And this is the chart from that mini game transposed into Stepmania. This song is a banger. This is not the hardest version of that song.
Keep on going.
This is the middle version. The hardest version has literally twice as many notes as this. Just these are 8th notes. The harder version has 16th notes, and this is like a 4-minute track. So imagine if I was just going twice as fast for 4 minutes straight, basically.
You're not an ordinary fella.
I just couldn't do it, so I settled for showing off the hardest version that I could do.
Absolutely.
Most DDR songs go for about 2 minutes. Like even with like real songs, DDR will make like a shortened version. So it's like about the right time for the arcade cabinet. Well, to make it more approachable, and arcades need turnover. They don't make money off of you
Not an ordinary fella.
doing 5 4-minute songs in a row. They make money off of you doing a bunch of 1.5-minute songs and getting out of there. Or just queuing up again. But Stepmania sort of allows people to make, you know, there's endurance charts, like 4 minutes is long, but there's like endurance charts that are like 40 minutes.
Good. Keep on going.
Yeah, whatever your poison is, you can either find it or make it on Stepmania.
This I say too. Have you ever really seen a rainbow? Have you ever really touched the blue, blue sky? Have you ever really seen
You're doing pretty good.
Oh my gosh.
tonight? Don't you never let me go. Don't you ever let me go. I will cry in the sea of love. The stars will always shine. I'm gonna make you mine tonight. Tonight.
So yeah. I need to find out how to skin that. But I do want to do a spin in one of these songs. That might not be the best one.
Okay. Combo. Excellent.
Yeah, I hadn't used the in-game song editor till I had to transpose that, so I was able to learn it pretty quick. You will be too. Whew. I need to change this background image because it's not the right title card. But yeah, this has been the Stepmania showcase. Came in a little underestimate. That's good. That means I can talk a bit more if I need to, or take another break. All right. See, I am sweating, but I was able to get through it and do. I feel like I was a bit quiet at some parts, but I do also feel like maybe I should just shut up and let the song play some of the time. Like this is a run about music, and I kind of talk over the music, so I don't know. Anyone watching has any comments, feedback? I should probably ask in like one of the Discords for some feedback, because like I still don't know what side switches are. I should probably figure those out. All right, looks like we're all good. I believe it's Monday, the 15th, maybe Sunday the 14th. I'll have to double check. I think it's the 14th. Sunday night, I think, is where my run is. I'll figure out and post something on my YouTube and Twitter. If you want to follow my Rhythm Game YouTube, my Twitter, join my Discord, all that, that's how you can keep in touch with me. But I'll definitely announce it closer to the event, and I'll be doing more practice. Like, definitely gonna do another, dress rehearsal, probably 2 more at some point, and pronounce it then. But all right. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Thumbs up if you liked the video on YouTube. All that stuff. I will be practicing these songs every day, but not all of them. I'm gonna go back to what I was doing before, where I like start with some new songs, some variety, and then like end with 3 or 4 of these just to stay in practice. But I will do another, couple dress rehearsals where it's just these songs. But just want to be ready. All right. Anyway, I'm rambling. I don't have anything else to say. Thanks for watching. And I'll be back tomorrow. See y'all then.